Guys, a trader just pulled off the largest single payout in prop firm history, $2.55 million from Apex Trader Funding. No, that is not a typo. Yes, you heard that right, $2.55 million, absolutely life-changing. And in today's video, we're going to break down the payout, what happened, try and get as much information as possible. We're going to look at the trader that earned this, if there's any red flags as to whether or not it might be fake. And lastly, being a prop firm owner myself, we're going to break down what I think this means for the industry moving forward, and most importantly, what it means for you and your ability to try and get a payout, even just a fraction of the size of this one. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's the tweet from Jade Cap. He is a well-known influencer on Twitter. He said here, I just received the biggest single payout in prop firm history from Apex Trade Fund this morning. A lifetime of consistent efforts, battling through the darkest moments of life, self-doubt, depression, anger, ... It all happens for a purpose. Keep going. And if we click on here, well, first off, 565,000 views, 8.8 thousand likes, which is crazy. So here we have a screenshot of the actual bank transaction: Fedwire, Credit, Frost Bank, Apex Trader Funding Inc. And you can see here, Chase Bank, April 21st, 2025, $2,552,919.67. And then he also shared this screen recording opening up the Chase Bank app. It looks pretty legit to me. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Google, this from YouTube, domestic incoming wire fee. So, poor guy, $2.5 million, but he still had to pay the $15 wire fee. So this looks pretty legit to me. I don't think there's any red flags whatsoever going on here. And I think people in the comment section would have pointed something out. It looks like he does trade ICT, Inner Circle Trader. You can see that he commented here as well. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's wild, but for the most part, everybody is super encouraging, super congratulatory. So that's pretty interesting. Now, to take a closer look at Jade Cap, because I honestly don't know really anything about this trader aside from him. Looks like he has actually quite a successful YouTube channel, 91,000 subscribers, and he does trade ICT. I made $632,000 trading ICT market models in 1 week. So that is absolutely wild. And if we see here the official payout mega thread, I have made $1.1 million across 218 payouts. Jade Cap, it looks like you need to update that, because $1.1 million, you earn $2.5 million from one payout. This is a year old. So that's absolutely wild. Now, this is from Apex Trader Funding, which is not a prop firm that I'm that familiar with. It's in the futures space, so it is different than CFD trading. You can see here, 80% off evaluations. Futures firms tend to run really crazy discounts. So I personally don't know anything. I don't know the reliability. I don't know what the vibe is with Apex Trader Funding. The fact that they paid out $2.5 million is absolutely insane. But obviously, when it comes to influencers and everything with the prop firms face, if we learned anything from 2024, it is good to take things with a grain of salt. Again, I am not saying at all that this is a fake payout, but it is good to do your own research and to kind of figure things out for yourself. Apex Trader Funding, if we go to their Trustpilot, Apex Trader Funding, 13,000 reviews, 4.5. So looks pretty solid to me. And I think it said they've been in business since 2021 or 2022. So I did see that somewhere in 2023. So a little bit on the newer side, 2 years old. So absolutely incredible. I did jump over to Payout Junction to see if Payout Junction is tracking their RiseWorks crypto address. It's very possible that they don't actually offer RiseWorks, and so they're not on here. So that would have offered a second form of validation of the payout to kind of see just how much they process, but that's not there. But again, absolutely incredible, $2.5 million. So like I said, I've been running Lark Funding, a prop firm, for 3 years now. And so I think I have a little bit of a unique perspective on what a payout of this size might mean for for the industry. Obviously, it's as a whole very, very positive. The prop firm industry is still young, it's still evolving, and so to see a firm pay out such an absolutely massive, life-changing amount of money, I think is great. And I don't really see how anybody could have a different perspective and say, well, it's bad for the industry. I think it's great for firms to see that they can process such large payouts. And of course, it's phenomenal for traders. But I think there's 3 takeaways for traders. And I think you do have to take this with kind of a grain of salt. Listen, a $2.5 million payout is absolutely life-changing, but I think it could actually create the wrong expectations for traders. Yes, it shows what is possible, but coming from a trading background myself, it's really easy to fall into the trap of seeing what influencers do, because oftentimes it is fake. Again, I'm not saying this payout is fake, but I think if you fall into the trap of following influencers, you can quickly forget just how difficult trading is. You'll see these guys making tons of money, and yet you're struggling because you just haven't given yourself enough time. You don't have enough experience yet. And so you start to think, well, what am I doing wrong? When in reality, you're not actually doing anything wrong. So I think what it comes down to is that you need to master psychology before size. So it's great to see this. It's great to be motivated by this, but I think it's important that we don't get carried away and think that, well, if he can do it, I should be there already. Whereas in reality, he's been trading for many, many years. The second takeaway, I think, is that you need to build scale gradually. I think you'll really do yourself a disservice if you start to aim for this kind of payout and this kind of capital from day one. I traded for 5 years before I passed my first 100K prop firm challenge. Once I passed that, I took another and another and another, eventually getting 700K in prop firm capital. But that took a long time. I'm not saying it's going to take you 5 years. It could take you way less. It could take you way more. But I think that the takeaway is, you know the direction that you want to go, but you still have to give yourself the grace of having the patience to actually get there. Number 3, the third takeaway is that you really need to vet prop firms carefully, because 9 times out of 10, a payout of this size, a prop firm is likely going to reject it, or they're going to have rules in place that simply won't even allow you to get a payout of this size. Now, I'm not saying you should be going for a $2.5 million payout. I prefer, well, obviously, everybody wants a payout that size, but the average trader, the majority of traders, will be more than happy with consistent payouts of substantial size of 4 to 5 figures over a long period of time. That is absolutely life-changing. But I think we do have to take this with a grain of salt and remind ourselves that we need to vet prop firms carefully. We need to make sure that we're not wasting our money, throwing it away at firms that just have cheap challenges, but that have hidden rules, are going to deny and reject your payouts. It's just a complete waste of time. So make sure you're vetting your prop firm carefully. Speaking of prop firms, I've been running Lark Funding for 3 years. We process payouts the fastest in the entire industry. Our average processing time is under 6 hours. So if you're interested in becoming a funded trader, check that out down below. We'd be happy to have you. And ultimately, I hope this video is leaving you motivated, because a $2.5 million payout is absolutely life-changing. YouTube thinks that you'll like this video next, so check that out. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.